for 61 minutes. That is a full 8 minutes longer than the previous record.
Some records are meant to be broken, but there's one that never can be. It's the ultimate paradox, an achievement so unique that once it's set, no one else can top it. We're talking about some challenging 20 feats, uncontested and locked in time. Join us as we give you a breakdown of world records that cannot be broken. Number 20. The world's largest mouth gape. Sometimes, breaking records doesn't require intense training or years of preparation. Just a unique feature that sets you apart. Meet Samantha Ramsdell from Connecticut, who holds the Guinness World Record for the largest mouth gape for a female.
Mouth gape in the world. I have a Guinness World Record.
Whoa.
Measuring an astonishing 2.56 inches, her jaw-dropping feature caught global attention. Samantha's journey began unexpectedly. Sam Ramsdell became an internet sensation when the children of TikTok declared she might just have the world's largest mouth. After watching her stretch her jaw in one of her videos, they flooded her comments, urging her to go for the Guinness World Record in 2021. While the internet was convinced, only an official measurement could settle the claim. So not long ago, Sam invited the Guinness World Records team to her local dentist's office in South Norwalk, Connecticut, to make it official. With adjudicator Spencer Camerano overseeing the process, Dr. Elke Chung used digital calipers to measure the length and width of Sam's mouth at its maximum stretch. Once the data was averaged, the results confirmed what many had already suspected. Sam officially held the record for the world's largest mouth gape. For Sam, this milestone was about more than just breaking records. Growing up, her oversized smile made her the target of relentless teasing and bullying. Kids called her names like Big Bass Mouth, and the bullying often left her feeling out of place. But over the years, Sam turned her big mouth into a badge of honor. Her childhood photographs are proof that her signature smile has always been a defining feature. Now she embraces it fully, hoping to inspire others to celebrate their unique traits. So just how big is Sam's gap? Let's put it into perspective. She can fit an entire green apple in her mouth, chomp through 4 stacked cheeseburgers
At once. Let's go.
and even accommodate a large order of French fries, all at once. While the largest mouth gape left us amazed, the next record takes us into the unsettling realm of body transformations. Number 19. Most body modifications. For some, self-expression goes beyond tattoos and piercings. Rolf Buchholz, a 64-year-old German computer scientist, holds 2 Guinness World Records: the most piercings for a male, verified in 2010, and the most body modifications for a male, verified in 2012. His journey into extreme body art began at 40, with a fascination for tattoos and piercings that soon evolved into a lifestyle. Over 2 decades, he accumulated 516 body modifications, including 481 piercings and numerous implants. Among his many body modifications, Rolf is most recognized for his subdermal horn-shaped implants on his forehead, a split tongue, and tattooed eyes. His tattooed eyes, a permanent alteration, involved injecting ink into the sclera, or the white part of the eyeball, a delicate procedure performed by specialists. Rolf revealed that the decision to tattoo his eyes came after seeing others with the modification and feeling inspired to try it himself. Rolf's first tattoo was on his leg, and he eventually covered around 90% of his body with black and grey ink. Despite his high tolerance for body alterations, he admitted that getting his palms tattooed was particularly painful. Rolf's piercings are as diverse as his tattoos, with hundreds on his face, ears, and body, including 278 on his genitals. He has also embraced innovative modifications like magnetic implants in his fingertips, which allow him to pick up small metal objects. Although he acknowledged these magnets sometimes interfere with electronic devices, he considered them a unique addition to his collection. Another aspect of Rolf's body art journey includes body suspension, a practice with ancient roots in which the body is suspended in the air, using hooks through the skin. He described the experience as painless and deeply satisfying, aligning with his philosophy of pushing boundaries and exploring his physical limits. Rolf clarified that his modifications
They're very black. I like it.
were not initially intended to break records. Instead, he pursued them out of personal interest and enjoyment. However, he eventually realized he surpassed existing record holders, earning international recognition. In 2022, he appeared on the Italian TV show Lo Show dei Record, where he discussed his motivations and shared insights into his alternative lifestyle. During the show, he also revealed that his partner shares his passion for tattoos and body modifications, making it a shared interest in their relationship. After making a Guinness World Record, Rolf was bound to meet like-minded people, but the recognition came with a cost too. Now, wherever Rolf goes, he is chastised as a devil worshipper. The irony is that the record holder doesn't even believe in an evil higher power, but for him, such problems are mere details. He is still committed to pushing the boundaries of what's possible with a human body, and the craft seems to work out for him. Just like the next record breaker on our list, Rolf isn't afraid to make a commitment to his passions. Number 18, the longest vocal note. Back in 1967, the Box Tops released The Letter, a hit song that lasted just 1 minute and 53 seconds. Fast forward to 2019, and vocal coach Richard Fink IV decided to push vocal endurance to its limits. Fink used advanced techniques like diaphragmatic breathing and controlled airflow, methods he also teaches through his vocal training company, Throga. Over 168 days of rigorous training, he honed his breath control and stamina, preparing for the ultimate challenge. On the big day, he performed under strict monitoring to ensure the notes stayed in tune and audible from over 8 feet away. With all that effort, Fink surpassed the previous record of 1 minute and 52 seconds by holding a single continuous note for an astonishing 2 minutes, 1.5 seconds, earning himself a Guinness World Record for the longest continuous vocal note in the male category. Thankfully, Fink's training worked like a charm, but there are some record holders who, surprisingly, don't have to put effort into their feats. Number 17, the most claps in a minute. Sitting in long and dragged-out school events was a nightmare, especially when you had to clap every second for one reason or another. And Maya, that is just a walk in the park. Dalton, a 22-year-old from Iowa, smashed the Guinness World Record for the most claps in a minute. He beat the previous record by 37 claps during his attempt on March 12, 2022, in Geneseo, Illinois. Maya first got into speed clapping after seeing a YouTube video of Kent French, once dubbed the fastest clapper in the world. Using a wrist clapping method pioneered by former record holder Eli Bishop, Maya combined speed and technique to crush the old record of 1,103 claps. For Maya, speed clapping came naturally. He barely had to practice. The clapping enthusiast had made the record in March 2022, but he got the Guinness approval on October 31st of the same year. So for Dalton, it was a special Halloween treat. And it's better than just getting candies, right? As for the record, Dalton smashed it with an incredible 1,140 claps in a minute. That's about 19 claps per second. Now, onto the ultimate test of physical fitness and resilience, playing with a tightrope. Number 16. Balancing on a tightrope for hours. Clumsiness is a word that this daredevil doesn't know. Stuntman and high-wire artist Freddie Knock set an incredible Guinness World Record for the longest duration chair balancing on a tightrope. The feat occurred during the Mall of Switzerland's first anniversary celebration on November 10, 2018. Throughout his attempt, Knock inched the chair forward 30 meters along the tightrope without using a safety strap, relying solely on a balancing pole. Adding to the spectacle, he ate a burger and ice cream while balancing. Using a headset, he interacted with spectators, saying that talking to them helped distract him from muscle cramps. This wasn't his first record-breaking feat. In August 2015, Knock walked the steepest tightrope ever at an angle of 38.06 degrees. Just days later, on September 7th, he set the record for the longest tightrope crossing by bicycle, covering 485 meters, and achieved the steepest gradient tightrope crossing by bicycle at 3.7%. But it was his balancing act on a tightrope that was for the books. Suspended 11 meters above the ground, Knock balanced on a chair for 8 hours, 30 minutes, and 55 seconds. Yep, Freddie Knock continues to redefine what is possible on a tightrope. According to the athlete himself, he's going to continue to attempt making world records using his favorite medium. From incredible balance on a tightrope, we now shift to something unconventional but equally impressive. Let's talk about stickers. Lots and lots of stickers. Number 15. The largest sticker ball. What happens when you combine creativity, teamwork, and 200,000 stickers? You get the world's largest sticker ball, weighing an impressive 231 pounds, which you know is more than the average weight of an adult man. Created by John Fisher and his team at the United States company Sticker Giant, this quirky record was as fun as it was challenging. John's biggest problem was to carry the ball from one place to another. Eventually, he decided to use a wagon wheel and forklift to move it around. Nicknamed Saul, a nod to the character from Breaking Bad, the sticker ball was originally crafted to celebrate National Sticker Day. It even became a humorous candidate in the 2016 United States presidential race with the slogan, "Stick Together." For John, making this record was just not about a playful hobby. He knew that the excess stickers at his company would go to waste, and that didn't settle well with him. So John and his team decided to turn their waste problem into an achievement of their lifetime. Creative and smart. Now onto a delicious world record. Number 14. The largest onion bhaji. Ever run out of onion bhajis or onion fritters before your main meal? That wouldn't be a problem if you had a piece of the world's largest onion bhaji, which was as delicious as it was enormous. Stevenage chef Ollie Khan, who owns Surma Indian and Bangladeshi takeaway in Stevenage and lives in Luton, spent 2 years planning and executing this feat. Inspired by a previous record of 102 kilograms, he commissioned a custom fryer costing £7,000 to handle the massive recipe. Ollie faced challenges, including a failed attempt where the bhaji was not fully cooked. However, in 2020, he succeeded in front of 250 people. The enormous bhaji was donated to local charities, feeding over 1,000 people. The entire project cost approximately £30,000, but fulfilled his dream of breaking the record and showcasing his culinary skills. But for Ollie, the purpose of setting this record was bigger than himself. Ollie has gone above and beyond to support his local community and fight food poverty. During the pandemic, he and his team distributed over 15,000 hot meals to frontline National Health Services staff. The homeless, the isolated, the elderly, and key workers such as firefighters, police officers, ambulance staff, care home workers, council employees, and bin collectors. In addition, he has provided free food to more than 40 care homes and 22 hospitals, including Great Ormond Street Hospital and other hospitals in Welwyn Garden City. By making a gigantic meal, he wanted to bring attention to the idea of communal and joint meals, so others could be encouraged to feed the poor. So Ollie worked tirelessly to achieve an extraordinary Guinness World Record by creating the world's largest onion bhaji, weighing an incredible 175 kilograms. Pretty heartwarming, right? Well, the next record on our list might remind you of all the fumbles you have experienced at your gym, so brace yourself. Number 13, the longest plank ever held. If you've ever tried holding a plank, you know it's no joke. For most of us, even a few minutes feel like an eternity. But for George Hood, a former United States Marine, it was just another challenge to conquer. You see, he set out to make the world record for the longest plank ever. To prepare for this grueling feat, Hood dedicated himself to around 2,100 hours of training, spending 7 hours a day perfecting his endurance. Prior to the event, he also completed 674,000 sit-ups, 270,000 push-ups, and a 10-hour practice plank in 2018. His effort was inspired by 515 Fitness, a gym focused on addressing mental health through exercise. During the world record attempt, he spoke with individuals and listened to presentations from guests with autism and learning difficulties, turning the challenge into a moment of connection and awareness. He even capped off the event with an impressive 75 push-ups, a final show of strength. At 62 years old, George secured his place in history by holding the plank position for a mind-blowing 8 hours, 15 minutes and 15 seconds, shattering the previous record of 8 hours and 1 minute set by Mao Weidong in 2016. Yep, here's the gym motivation you have been looking for. And speaking of dedication, our next record takes us from the gym to the Golden Arches with a feat that's truly hard to swallow. Number 12. The most Big Macs eaten. What if you were condemned to eat the same burger every day for the rest of your life? For Donald Gorski, this would be nothing short of a dream. Granted, he would only eat the Big Mac from McDonald's. His Big Mac obsession began on May 17, 1972, when he bought 3 Big Macs on a whim, then went back for 6 more the same day. By the end of that month, he had eaten 265 Big Macs, setting the stage for a lifelong love affair. Gorski's dedication to the burgers is unmatched. He's only missed 8 days without a Big Mac, citing reasons like his mother's passing, snowstorms that closed McDonald's, or work running late. To avoid such catastrophes, he now keeps a stash of frozen Big Macs for emergencies. His celebrations are Big Mac themed too. Birthdays feature a burger with candles and Christmas. More Big Macs, of course. Even on his wedding day, he had his usual food order, while his guests enjoyed more fancier meals. Despite the calorie-heavy diet, Gorski is surprisingly active, walking 6 miles daily and keeping snacks to a minimum. He skips breakfast and rarely strays from his beloved burger, except for one notable slip in 1984 when a friend dared him to try a Burger King Whopper. He took the bet, won $5, and promptly spent it on, you guessed it, more Big Macs. Since then, Donald has vowed to never eat the Whopper again, much to the happiness of his favorite fast food chain, which is a bitter rival of Burger King. In 2011, he ate his 25,000th Big Mac. 7 years later, he hit 30,000. By May 2022, he celebrated 50 years of almost daily Big Mac devotion. And before you ask, he has no plans to stop anytime soon. For over 50 years, Donald has devoured more than 34,000 of these iconic burgers, earning him a Guinness World Record and some weird looks here and there. But Donald is relentless in his pursuit. His favorite local McDonald's has a picture of him to commemorate his Guinness World Record. Donald loves the place so much that he even proposed to his wife in the parking lot. Just like the next record maker on our list, Donald knows a thing or two about commitment. Number 11. Heaviest aircraft pulled by a man. Kevin Fast, a Canadian strongman, has made a name for himself by breaking records that most would consider impossible. Known for his incredible feats of strength, he's pulled buses and fire trucks, but nothing compares to his most impressive record. Fast set the record for pulling the heaviest aircraft ever by a man. You might think pulling a full-sized airplane is a near impossible task, but Fast managed to pull a real airplane weighing an astonishing 188.83 tons. He pulled this massive aircraft for a full distance of 8.8 meters in just 1 minute. And before you ask, nope, so far, no one has tried to beat Kevin's record. Since 2009, the record is as shiny and fresh as ever.
Set the heaviest plane pull record in 1997.
After seeing Kevin Fast tackle one of the most physically demanding records ever, you might think nothing could top that feat. But wait, there's another world record that takes the party to a whole new level. Number 10, the largest gin and juice. Snoop Dogg took his legendary track, Gin and Juice, from lyrics to life by mixing the world's largest gin and juice cocktail. At the Bottle Rock Napa Valley Music Festival in 2018, Snoop teamed up with rapper Warren G and chef Michael Voltaggio to create a boozy masterpiece that smashed records.
Been to Paris understands that you fall in love once you come in. This is the place where love is meant to be. Yeah.
The massive drink included 180 bottles of gin, 154 bottles of apricot brandy, and 38 jugs of orange juice. True to his flair, Snoop finished it off with a giant straw, a pink parasol, and a sword loaded with pineapple and melon.
We can jump in. Thank you.
The largest cocktail has to measure 500 liters.
This record-breaking cocktail weighed over 132 gallons, earning Snoop a Guinness World Record and solidifying his place in both music and cocktail history. With this, the DOGG proved he's still got his mind on his mixology and his mixology on his mind. Let's move on to our next jaw-dropping record. Number 9, the heaviest mantle of bees. Imagine willingly covering yourself with over 600,000 bees. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what Ruan Liangming from China did to set an unbelievable world record in 2016. Known as bee bearding, this tradition involves attracting swarms of bees, using a queen bee as bait. Ruan didn't just settle for one queen. He used 60 of them to draw an incredible 637,000 bees onto his body. The result? A living mantle of bees weighing nearly 141 pounds.
A bee beard for 61 minutes. That is a full 8 minutes longer than the previous record.
This daring feat happened in Jiangxi Province, China, where Guinness World Records officials stood nearby, safely monitoring the event. As the terrifying event took place, people feared for Ruan's safety. As all the bees latched onto him, his face and body completely disappeared, leaving many people in the audience unsettled and uneasy. Yet the record holder remained calmer than ever. Ruan, an expert in handling bees, explained that bees only sting when they feel threatened, and any distress among the swarm would have stopped the attempt immediately. His knowledge and calm demeanor helped him pull off this jaw-dropping yet terrifying record. Speaking of terrifying world records, the next feat on our list is equally diabolical. Number 8, the longest distance, swam underwater on a single breath. How far can one breath take you? For Danish freediver Stig Severinsen, it's an unbelievable 202 meters underwater. On November 26, 2022, in La Paz, Mexico, Severinsen smashed the previous record of 177 meters, a mark that had stood since 2016. Guinness World Records officially confirmed the achievement, assuring his place among freediving legends. But this dive wasn't just about breaking records, it carried a message. Severinsen chose the breathtaking coastal waters of La Paz to spotlight the urgent threats of plastic pollution and unsustainable human practices. He called it a chance to remind the world that even during a global pandemic, protecting nature must remain a priority. Severinsen's resume of records is unmatched too. He swam the longest distances under the ice with and without fins, and once held his breath for an astonishing 22 minutes in 2012. His fascination with breath control started at age 6, eventually leading to a career that redefines human limits. Through his platform Bratheology, he now shares his expertise, inspiring others to harness the power of their own breath. Just like the next record holder on our list, he's smashing the glass ceilings of what's achievable. Number 7, the longest legs in the world. Standing out in high school isn't always easy, but Maxi Curran from Cedar Park, Texas, embraced her unique trait. At just 17 years old, she stood 6 feet 10 inches tall, with her legs making up 60% of her height. Her left leg measured 53 inches, while her right was just a hair shorter at 52 inches. While Macy's height made her a target for bullying in her younger years, she eventually decided to own it. After struggling to find leggings that fit, she discovered her legs were record-breaking and applied for a Guinness World Record. Today, Maki holds 2 titles, the longest legs on a female and the longest legs on a teenager. She's now a TikTok sensation, using her platform to inspire confidence and aiming to become the world's tallest model. She's as determined to follow her fashion as the next incredible person on our list. Number 6, the highest standing jump. Cortland native Chris Spell is jumping his way into the record books again. Spell had first set the record in same category July 2019, but his title was snatched away just 2 months later when Brett Williams of Fort Worth, Texas, cleared 65 inches. Determined to reclaim the crown, Spell dedicated himself to intense training. He admitted the loss added fuel to his fire, saying that losing the record gave him extra motivation to push harder and make his comeback even sweeter. To achieve this feat, Spell followed a strict 6-month regimen, combining plyometrics, various jumping techniques, and weight training to build explosive lower body strength. The commitment wasn't just physical, it required sacrifices from his personal life, friends, and family. Spell acknowledged their support, knowing that his singular focus on this goal came at a cost. A former football player at Panas High School, Spell had always been known for his gravity-defying box jumps, often drawing crowds of amazed teammates and gym-goers. Once he realized how close he was to the world record, he made it his mission to soar past the bar, and this time he wasn't taking any chances to lose. In February 2021, the 25-year-old personal trainer reclaimed the Guinness World Record for the highest standing jump, soaring an incredible 67 inches at Team Muljo Strength and Conditioning in Shrub Oak, New York. Number 5, the tallest Lego tower. If you've ever built a Lego tower as a kid, you know how fun it can be. Lego Italia took things to the next level in 2015 by creating a tower in Milan, Italy, as part of a Guinness World Records attempt. To mark this achievement, Lego donated €7 for every centimeter of the tower to Urban Oasis.
35,05 metri e
A project protecting green spaces in partnership with the World Wildlife Fund. The event attracted over 50,000 visitors and 18,000 builders. Families enjoyed the free play area, where they helped build the tower and learned simple ways to care for the planet.
Hungary has managed to set a new world record by building the highest Lego tower ever.
It was all about fun, teamwork, and sustainability. With their remarkable achievement, Lego Italia earned a spot in the Guinness World Records by building a Lego tower that reached an astonishing 114 feet, and 11 inches. It's not a surprise that Lego Italy still holds on to this pretty cool record. And on the matter of fun, the next record on our list is definitely goofy. Number 4, the longest time spraying water from the mouth. A man from China just broke the record for the longest time to spray water from the mouth, and he did it in style. Ma Hui prepared for the record attempt in 2024 by drinking 4.5 liters of water. The rules are strict. Water must be sprayed, not dribble, and if the stream breaks or stops, the attempt ends. Hui's controlled technique allowed him to surpass the previous record of 56.36 seconds set by Kirubel Yilma from Ethiopia in 2016. Shattering it by over 6 times. So what was so special about the record? You see, 35-year-old Hui regurgitated water for a jaw-dropping 5 minutes, 51 seconds. Yep, by the looks of it, Ma would be holding on to his record for a long time. Now, onto our next remarkable feat. Number 3, the largest balloon dinosaur sculpture. These guys took their love for balloons to the next level. In 2020, a group of 34 balloon artists from around the world gathered in Istanbul, Turkey, to create something truly mind-blowing. The largest balloon dinosaur sculpture ever made. Standing over 25 feet tall, the bright orange and brown T-Rex was crafted using 150,000 biodegradable balloons. The team's creativity and attention to detail made this record-breaking sculpture a centerpiece of an unforgettable event. And in the process, they became viral on the internet too, just like the next record holder on our list. Number 2. Eva Clarke's fitness feats. Struggling to find motivation to hit the gym? An Australian native, Eva Clarke might be able to help you out. Despite growing up in foster care and dealing with a wrist condition known as Blount's disease, Eva didn't let anything hold her back.
Your expectations of what you're going to achieve in the 24 hours, but the Guinness World Record day 1.
She has set multiple Guinness World Records, including the most knuckle push-ups in a single day, with over 9,200, and the most burpees in 24 hours in 2016.
Water a day, so that's really, really important for me, hydration, especially here in the UAE, because it's really hot.
Eva's journey from hardship to success is inspiring and remarkable, which reminds us of the last jaw-dropping record on our list. Number 1. The largest sand image. On January 30th, 2022, the Abu Dhabi Sports Aviation Club created an enormous work of art in the desert, covering a massive area of 250,000 square feet.
A portrait from Sheikh Zayed, never done before. This is the largest painting, not photo. We talk about painting.
The sand image featured a map of the United Arab Emirates and portraits of its leaders, including Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. Using 4 shades of desert sand and coordinating 1,500 truckloads, the project took a month to complete. The club was hoping to hit a spot with the Guinness World Record, and well, it was utterly successful. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.